Ever since I was a child, I knew I was never going to be the favorite. My sister, 2 years older than me, had everything going for her. She was beautiful, intelligent, confident, and had that ability to charm anyone she met. From our relatives to school teachers to neighbors, everyone admired her. She was the pride of our family, and it was made very clear that she could do no wrong. I, on the other hand, was constantly overlooked. If I got a B plus on a test, I was told to try harder. If she got the same grade, it was celebrated with smiles and ice cream. I remember the day I won a drawing contest in middle school. I rushed home with the certificate in hand, so excited to show my parents. They barely looked at it before saying, "That's nice," and then turned back to listen to my sister talk about some quiz she didn't even win. Moments like that happened all the time, slowly chipping away at my confidence. It wasn't just favoritism, it was complete emotional neglect. As we grew older, my sister's achievements continued to shine in their eyes. She was accepted into a top tier university while I settled for a smaller local college because they refused to help pay for me to go elsewhere. They said, "We can't afford two expensive educations," but somehow they found the money to support her. I worked part time jobs to cover my tuition and rent, while she got a car as a gift when she turned 18. I walked to campus every day in the rain and heat, holding back tears, pretending it didn't bother me. When she graduated, they threw her a big party: relatives, balloons, decorations, a custom cake, the whole thing. When I graduated a year later, I got a quiet congratulations over the phone. I didn't even get a hug. That night, I cried myself to sleep. I felt like I didn't exist. Eventually, I decided to leave. I had saved just enough money to move to Philadelphia and start over. It wasn't easy. I lived in a tiny apartment and worked long hours at a retail store. But I kept pushing. I took online courses, learned new skills, and after a few years, I started a small business of my own. At first, it was just me, working from my apartment. But I grew. I got clients, hired people, moved into a small office, and finally started making real money. In Philly, no one knew me as the other daughter. I was just myself, and that was enough. For the first time in my life, I felt seen. I had friends who genuinely cared about me. I had a life I built on my own. I didn't need anyone's approval anymore, and that freedom was more powerful than anything else. Then one day, I got a call from my mother. She said my sister had gone through a rough divorce, lost her job, and had to move back home. I didn't feel joy at her misfortune, but I didn't feel sympathy either. Not after everything I had endured. What really hit me was when my mom said, "You're doing well now, right? Maybe you can help your sister get back on her feet." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. After years of being ignored, now I was expected to rescue the golden child. I didn't say yes or no right away. Instead, I invited my